and physical news. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me get this. Let me get the podcast stream running too. All right, all right, all right, all right. I like this. What it do? What it do? Yeah, you know, another introduction. What's coming to you guys live? Spiritual news, hood news, physical news, mental news. I'm here to give you the news, never to get you amused. You know what I'm talking about? So today, you know what today is Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, let me give all praise be to the Most High, man. Highest higher, only name given to the children of Israel. You know, with another episode of Sabbath Talk. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my baby girl. She came up with the name. So, you know, we running with it. You know, as you see, everybody's hitting me up. Staying tuned, staying programmed. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, come y'all. I could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me on today's episode of Sabbath. And today's discussion, it's a little, me, I'm always out of the ordinary. But it's a topic, people, seem to don't want to talk about. But I'm gonna talk about it. So today's topic is what is it to sell your soul? And have we as a people, as a whole, sold out? Did we sell our soul? Do we know the true definition of selling our soul? See, a lot of people think selling your soul is, you doing what, doing devilish things or signing a contract and being part of a fraternity and just disrespecting the Most High, and which is absolutely true. But there's levels to the disrespect of the Most High. And, part of my hat, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Out here in Brooklyn, it's like 18 degrees, you know what I'm saying? I got a bald head, so I gotta keep this on my head, man, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, it looks fire, you know? But, yeah, man, selling your soul. What is it to sell your soul? And I'm gonna tell you, I don't want you to take my words for it, you know? Understand that the Most High, and I only say the Most High, Christ made it perfectly clear. You can't serve two masters. You're gonna serve one and hate the other. You can't even be lukewarm. He said he's gonna spit you out. He will respect you if you was rather hot or cold. That's in Revelations. And being lukewarm, that's in Matthew 5. But selling your soul is basically signing up to do something that's gonna oppose what the Most High want us to do and do. I'm gonna give you an example. So here in society now, with all of these so-called, you know, with all of these so-called rights or whatnot, protecting guys and females who are, into that same sex or want to change sex, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's laws that's protecting them. And within these laws, it comes with regulations that compromise our moral stance, our spiritual stance, our moral being. Meaning, you can have a gay employee and you have to respect the fact that he's a gay employee. According to the scriptures, he that lieth with man, like he lieth with woman, is an abomination. And also in Ezekiel, it says if you see somebody within their sin and you don't correct them or tell them about that sin falls upon you. You understand? So yes, You know, like these are the compromisable things that we gotta face, which leads to us selling our soul because deep down, you know in your heart that that is wrong. You know in your heart that whatever that person is doing is not right. But you know, here you are having a eat that or take it for the sake of your job, for the sake of your career, for the sake of attending school, etc. You understand what I mean? So these are the things that people seem not to understand. Like I said, you know, selling your soul is basically going against the Most High. It's another example. Now, look with all the chaos that's taking place in 2020. 2020 is a 20 crazy year, and now here we are with 2021, where the main objective now is to have brothers and sisters vaccinated. That's the big push right now. That's the moral law right now, to get everybody vaccinated. You know, this whole situation is the reason why, you know, I had to I came up with the idea like, yo, we really selling our soul. Because if you going against, the scripture says, don't fear the man that could take your life, but fear the man that could take your life and destroy your soul. And the Most High gave us particular things to follow and oblige by, and we doing the total opposite, then we're selling our soul. We selling it short for what man or people that's in governors and political positions is telling us. You understand? And like I said, the reason why I even came up with the idea of this segment was because I was told that, and I'm just talking about here in Brooklyn. I don't know what's going on in other states, other cities. I'm talking about here in Brooklyn. I was told that they had a line, and even my mother told me this today. There was a line like it's going around, compact, full of people online waiting to get to take these vaccines. Mind you, with all this information that's being spoken of, that's being spread, we are being forced to believe, or I don't even say believe, we're being told that taking these vaccines is the proper way to go. Now, the question that I ask you is, who's to say that these vaccines is going to work? This is off studies that's been less than a year. Who's to say that these vaccines is really gonna help the people? I want your brothers and sisters to think about this. Don't forget, there's something called a common cold. You're prone to getting sick, sneezing, coughing, runny nose, what I'm saying, headache, fever. These was normal from 2008 and back. So now, out of nowhere, this supposed virus came on the scene, and now any symptoms of that could be deemed as a coronavirus or excuse me, not corona, it's COVID. The name change. You understand? It could mean that you have that. You know what I'm saying? A common cold can be deemed as COVID. You know, I don't want to make this whole COVID topic, but we gotta we gotta nip the bullet right here. You gotta hit it right where it hurts. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta talk about it right now because this right here is a prime example of us selling our soul. We're selling our soul. We're disregarding what the Most High says to do, and we're following what man is telling us to do. And as you can see, man ain't man hasn't and never will lead us to the proper direction, especially those who know who we are and know what's to come. You understand? So we just taking that objective of taking these vaccines, not knowing what's in these vaccines. I'm seeing more side effects and more people being hurt by these vaccines than anybody, you know, that's just regular. So it leaves me a question, what is inside these vaccines and what is in it that we're being forced to take this joint? And is selling your soul worth taking these vaccines? Think about that. We got to think about that, people. We selling ourselves short to take these vaccines is going to lead to what, man? You understand what I'm saying? Think about it. Now, we as people don't have this quote unquote virus in us. When you take this vaccine, they're injecting you with a quote unquote small doses of this so-called virus that for the last year nobody got full understanding of. Because I bear witness that I don't walk around with no mask. I'm not doing none of that. So me knowing that I'm healthy, me knowing that my temple is pure, me knowing that I can catch a common cold and I can be healed by taking proper medicine, nutrition, diet, my dietary is on point. Me following these procedures, I can keep myself healthy and strong enough to combat any type of so-called sicknesses or cold or flu-like symptoms that enter my body. But now we're being forced to believe that there's a virus that's out. There's a vaccine out that is suitable to combat this so-called virus that nobody has 100% accurate information and understanding of. And we're going to inject that in us. And we thinking that that's going to be the proper way to go. I'm going to tell you this right here, right now. You guys that's on that type of time, just know that taking that and walking with that, you're actually bringing the actual virus from the laboratory into our communities. And when you see movies like Resident Evil and The Walking Dead and Contagious, like there's a nurse, look it up. There's a nurse right now who took them shots, and she's over here twitching. She can't even. She like this. She doing all of that. You understand what I'm saying? She's doing all of that. That's a fact. But are we selling our soul? Because if you know better, you do better. But a lot of us think that selling our soul is signing your name in blood and getting the rights and riches. What about your job? Think about that. If you don't have no job, you got to sign a contract to get a job. Now, the money that you'll be making, it ain't going to be no celebrity, but it will be enough to put a roof over your head. It ain't gonna be a big house. It'll be an okay house. It'll be a nice house. It'll be shelter. Think about that. Think about that for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. It's gonna be shelter for you. But in order to receive that, you must sign and follow the rules and regulations. And some of these rules and regulations, I'm sorry, people, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, is to go against the Most High. You understand? We neglect our children for these corporations, these businesses. We neglect our children. The Bible tells you don't sacrifice your children unto Moloch, man. When you allow your children to go to school for 8 hours a day to be taught, not being taught Israel history, they're being literally brainwashed. Because a lot of people think school is literally beneficial. Let me ask y'all a question. And I don't even want to get off subject, but I gotta ask y'all a question. Do you guys really believe that the stuff that you learn in school is gonna be beneficial for you in your everyday life after you finish school? Absolutely not. Some of y'all don't even remember half of the things that y'all was taught in school. Sheesh, I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember nothing. The only thing I remember that I use on an everyday is reading, writing, subtracting, and adding. Sometimes multiplication. That's the only thing we remember. I'm not remembering science class. I mean, you remember the philosophies, you remember what your teacher says, but you being reprogrammed. If you sit back and you think about it, we're being programmed. We're being redirected. And that direction that is taking us away from is the Most High. It's a fact. It's a fact. I remember one time I was street preaching and I had a sister tell me, she was like 13 years old. She said, listen, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God. 13. Children of color, man. Beautiful little girl, man. That joint hurt in my heart. I couldn't wait till the next week to run into her. And let me tell you how the devil worked. The devil knew I was coming for her. The train came and the spirit just made her jump on it. Like I was really gonna talk to her, like, baby girl, you can't have this understanding. Like, who's teaching you this? But when you sit back and you analyze it at school, and school is another, it's another contract that's making us, you know what I'm saying, sell our soul without us even know. Yeah, we selling our soul. We don't know what selling our soul is. And a lot of our people has sold out. Selling your soul is doing everything opposite of what the Most High tells you to do, because he's the one, your soul comes from him. If you're going against what he's telling you to do, then you become a soulless individual. You sold out. You hear that saying that they be telling us, you a sellout, you sold out. That's just what it is. That's basically telling you your soul is not even in you. You don't even have soul to sing amongst your people, to do what's right, to lead us in the path of righteousness. You sold out. Your soul is out. Think about that, people. You got to think about that, man. You understand? And it hurts my heart that we don't see that. And even with the times that we in, look at the times that we in right now. We're living in a society right now where it's lawless, soulless. Everybody's on demon time. Brothers and sisters throwing up this sign, throwing up this sign, throwing up that sign. They're throwing up all of this demonic, devilish signs, putting things like this, going like this in their head. They don't even know where that come from. They don't even know what kind of spirits you bring into your body, and that you bring into your circle when you do these things. Why you think the rock and rolls did that? Listen, the rock and rolls used to tell you to your face, like they made songs to Satan. I'm on a highway to hell. They told you that. And out of nowhere, we started following and picking up on the patterns. And now look at us. There's not a video, there's not a picture or video that's being taken without somebody throwing up them horns. And they don't even know, subconsciously, they don't even know what they're doing. They're just doing it because everybody else is doing it. Mind you, these spirits is in your mind. Subconsciously, when you see something too many times, you subconsciously doing it without even knowing. And some of us know it, and some of us just don't care. But just know that it comes with a repercussion. You know what I'm saying? Representing those signs is allowing the grim reaper and the angel of death to walk around you, to stay around you. And if you notice people that's on that type of time, their spirit is never on point. They always off. Whether they always angry, frustrated, mad. You understand? Because your soul is no longer there. The scripture says, the Holy Spirit can dwell in a contaminated temple. She likes peace. If you don't bring peace upon yourself, she can't dwell in you. If you're not sober minded, the Most High can't talk to you. He just can't. You may think that's the God talking to you, but 9 out of 10 times that'd be the devil himself, man. You know what I'm saying? And we just gotta understand these things and need to stay on point and understand the difference with selling your soul and standing for righteousness. Now we in 2021, with all of this vaccine that we know is going to be mandatory. We know that they're going to make it mandatory. We know that they're going to be like, you guys have to be vaccinated. And it's not going to be the government that's going to institute it. It's going to be these corporations. It's going to be your job. It's going to be these places that you sign your contract. You signed your right to. Because when you apply for a job, you got to give them all your information. Give them you in order to receive You got to give them. You got to give them all your information in order to even receive an opportunity for an interview. This is a fact. You know, I'm telling y'all the truth, man. I'm telling y'all the truth. Gotta put in your social, you know, gotta give them a picture of your driver's ID. Some jobs like what you call that place? Working for Homeland Security, you know what I'm saying? TSA. You gotta provide them with birth certificate, gotta tell them the way you live in the last 10 years. You like it's crazy. Like you gotta do all that just to get a job, and to get this job and to follow regulations that goes against the moral code of humanity. Humanity. Forget me saying you know, the moral codes of yourself or your beliefs. It was just against humanity itself. You know what I'm saying? The Most High made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And he didn't make Eve and Yvette. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do none of these things. But we are living in the times where this is the big push right now. And brothers and sisters have been accepted to it. We accepted to the point like we just don't care. We say things like, well, you know, who am I to judge? Who am I to say X, Y, and Z? Meanwhile, this what you call a laid back, just chilling mentality, nonchalant, you want to call it, is having these dudes running wild in our community. And it may not affect you now, but one of these days, one of these so-called people is gonna holler at your child. And if your child is not strong enough spiritually, because it been that child done seen his parents sold out just by their moral views and their ways of operating, they're gonna think like that joint is okay. And then before you know it, you know what I'm saying? Before you know it, they out here flapping. You know what I'm saying? Man, them Fisher man, and I'm Fisher. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about no Fisher Price neither. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna lead to that. And when they do, then what? Like, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? You understand? We had that mentality like, as long as it ain't my children, I could care less. As long as it ain't me, as long as it ain't my family. But we fail to realize that we are all one people. We all came off that slave shit. All of us. There's no separation from that, because let me guess what? When these police and everybody driving around, that's how they view us. We all the same people, and they're always gonna look at us the same. No matter if you think that you straight, gay, black, Latino, they know who we are, so they're gonna operate like we the ops. But here we are, when we see something wrong, we not trying to correct it. We just trying to brush it under the rug. Like, oh, listen, man, it ain't me. But that's selling your soul. You selling your soul because you're not standing for what's right. You're not standing for what's right. Sisters selling their soul, thinking it's cool to sell their body. Talking about I'm an exotic dancer. No, boo boo, you is the devil. Okay. Brothers talking about, yeah, man, I'm hustling to survive. No, you was hustling to kill. You're not surviving. To survive is literally just going through the days, not caring to have, you know what I'm saying, the designer clothes, the nicest cars. A survivor is somebody just literally trying to survive the day, eating one meal, you know what I'm saying, taking a shower, you know, being able to walk from one destination to the next without no casualties. That's a survivor. That's when you out here surviving. When you deliberately just doing wrong and hurting your people, you're not surviving. That's not grinding. You out here killing, bro. You are the devil, man. The devil is in your blood. You gotta take that out. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. That is the truth. If you don't stand for nothing, if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. You understand? So I say that for a reason. That's selling your soul. If you're doing anything the opposite of what the Most High needs you to do, you're selling your soul. Now, ask them, what does the Most High want us to do? The Most High God says, let's hear the conclusion of this whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for that's the whole duty of man. That's your whole duty. Your whole duty. And people think of the commandments, not just that, just being an upright, good individual, just being a just man and a just woman, teaching our children to be kings and queens, not teaching our children to continue slaves. And you can see, even when we try to, even if we excel, they always try a way to push us back. Look at this whole Robin Hood joint with the stock. Soon as they seen that we was in there trying to get it, man, they shutting things down. And that's a click of a button. Now we can't sell. Now we can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make this stuff up. Every time we try to move forward, they always want to keep us back. But yet they want to force us to accept the demonic codes that goes against the principles of Most High and of this universe in general. You know what I'm saying? The seed needs the seed needs the dirt to come together to make a tree. A man needs a woman to come together to make life. You understand? Same thing with the animals. Everything must come for it to make life. We need electricity for our phones, for the phones to work. It's just a natural moral code society's trying to make us go against and break and thinking that it's okay. And then when you don't say nothing, you don't talk about it, you is just as guilty as that person that's participating in that. You sell your soul when you go against what the Father tells you to do. The Father said, listen, I don't want y'all eating crab, shrimp, lobster, and you do that, you selling your soul. If he tells you it's an abomination, the word abomination is bad, bro. And if he tells you that that's what it is, and you still choose to do that, you selling your soul. Like I said before, you can't serve two masters. Either you're gonna love one and hate the other. It's no in between. There's no thin line. The only thin line is a narrow path. You know what I'm saying? That path into the kingdom is a narrow path. And a lot of y'all choose to be like, nah, that's not true, boom, boom, boom. The Bible, Christ, this. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. If there's nobody that's gonna save us from this quote unquote hell that we're in, if nobody's going to do that, then what's stopping us from trying to do that? It's a spiritual thing. If you believe that nobody's gonna save us, then what is it going to take for us, and I'm saying us as a people, to be on top? And do not tell me we gotta come together, because obviously we can see that that does not work. Because we'll come together and we'll be together for 20 minutes and automatically have a disagreement on something. So you tell me, if you don't believe that what the scriptures are saying, then show me and tell me who and how can we come together and put ourselves in position to be the winners and not the losers. Because the prime example, like I said, with the Robin Hood, look at the stock. A lot of brothers and sisters was investing, put a lot of money into this. And just like that, they just put a lock to it. Now you can't sell nothing. So all that money that you invest could automatically be taken away with you having nothing to do about it. What you gonna do? You gonna sue them? You know what I'm saying? What, you gonna go fight them? You know what I'm saying? Like where? Like where does it start? This world needs a master reset, man. It's our soul, man. Our souls is gone. We have become soulless individuals, lawless individuals. We don't believe in God. If we believed in God, the way we say we do, we wouldn't be taking no vaccines. Them vaccines never be on your mind. If we believe in God and what they say like we say we do, we wouldn't have no mask on. We wouldn't have none of that. And we believe in God the way they say that we do, we will be loving each other instead of running out here killing each other. If anybody has it in their heart to kill, You have no soul. You have no heart. You sold your soul to the devil. If you running around thinking that it's cool and making music, talking about killing, disrespecting, violating our sisters, violating others, dropping it like it's hot. I'm a bad X, Y, and Z. I'm a savage. I'm this. I'm that. Bougie. All that. If that's in your mentality, and that's what you're selling to your people and telling your people, this is the way you need to be. You sold your soul. Mic check. Making sure you sold your soul. That's a fact. You sold your soul. Selling your soul is doing everything of the opposite of what the Most High tells you to do. The Most High said, "Love your brother, love thy neighbor like you love yourselves." You don't do that, so that's your soul. Yeah, you sold your soul. I'm sad to say that, but it's the facts. There was once upon a time in my life where I sold my soul. Praise how I got it back. And when you get it back, it's a continuous battle. I'm fighting every day. I'm fighting every day to suppress my flesh, to exile these demons that dwell in me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't stop. You think because you change and you get out the water, you get baptized and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like sweet. Nah, it gets 10 times harder because you're letting the devil know, like, yo, man, I'm on the side of righteousness. So he's gonna bring everything to you. He's gonna bring everything plus the kitchen sink. Facts. But you gotta be vigilant. You gotta be militant. You gotta be humble. You gotta be on point. You gotta stay loving. You gotta keep your temple. You gotta keep your temple pure, sober. You know what I'm saying? Don't give these spirits opportunities to get in. And if anybody that's around you bring a state of mind of unhappiness and anger and bitter, you have to remove that person. Even if that person is your mother or father. The scripture says, listen, Christ said, I'm going to separate the mothers from the daughters, the fathers from the sons. He's going to do that because everybody is not on that same type of time no more. We just not. It is what it is. But you got to make that conscious decision and understand, like, yo, I'm not going to allow this person to mess up my happiness. And sometimes it's hard, it sucks, but you got to do what's right. And the most and I'm talking about especially from a man perspective, a man desire peace. Like me, I want peace. I don't want no drama in my life. At my age, I'm in my 30s. I don't have it. I don't have no energy no more. When I was 21, 22, 23, 24, I was with all that. Once you pass 31 years old, man, your mentality and everything about you is just different. Like I'm not into all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm into providing, taking care of my family, taking care of my mom, making sure make sure my brothers is good, my older and my younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the middle, so I got a big responsibility. I'm like I'm like the protector of the protected. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I want peace, and anybody that's taking you out that peace is of the devil, because the Most High desires peace. The Most High is a man of order, and even the devil could come in the shape as the children of light, man. Even the devil that too. So it's very, very important that we learn and understand that selling your soul is not just signing your contract on a piece of paper. It's against everything the Most High stands for. Everything. Everything. The Most High says, "I should not kill. If you kill, you selling your soul. I should not commit adultery. You committed adultery, you sold your soul." It says, "Thou should not covetous." People don't know what this is. Covetous is when everything that you want. Damn, I need those sneakers. Damn, I like that car. Damn, I do. You want it, and you want to get the easy way to get it. You're not trying to work hard for it. Or those that don't even want to work hard. They want to rob, and I'm gonna rob this dude. and you wondering why our lifespans in the hood nowadays is super short. People don't know why these sins, man. It's these selling our souls to the devil, listening to these wicked ass music that you can tell that the frequencies is messing with you. When you start feeling a pain, like some type of vibration in your heart, that's frequency. And guess what they do? Got you doing this. Before you know what you rapping like you in the video. You throwing up signs, these devilish signs. You don't even know what you throwing up. You thinking that it's cool, you it's the wave. Even some of these dances, man. Some of these dances is demonic, and I don't even know that, man. I don't even know that. All this explicit dancing and sexual twirls up. Praise the Most High. I'm happy. My lady, she not even into. You know what I'm saying? She like me. You know me. I get down. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? My lady, she just two step, 1, 2, boom, boom, shake 2, 3 times. Like she like, babes, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And at first I'm like, yo, you all right? You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's the way I need my baby to be. Selective, quiet, don't not exposing herself to the business. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I prefer it that way. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, girl. I listen. I'll do all the dancing. Cause then just like this, I get on point, a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what's selling your soul. We gotta stand for righteousness. Can't play both sides. Revelations 3. Can't be lukewarm in this fight right here. Real fight. And only the strong gonna survive. If you're not about it, you're it. It's a fact. You know? And I don't want to be long-winded with this. I'm just like I said, man. It's just so much going on. There's so much to endure, to see how my people literally just on a whole different time. And and it's like nobody ain't talking about it. Nobody ain't standing up and like, nah, don't take these vaccines. No child is telling like, your mom, where you going? You gonna go get them. Now sit your ass down. Nobody ain't saying these things. Everybody just got this assumptions, like they just want the things to go back to normal. Like everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna go back to normal. We're gonna go back into the NBA games and play basketball and you know, not play basketball and be at the football game, be at the cons. No. It's just not gonna happen that way. It's not. I'm 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 sad to burst your bubble, but it's not. It's not. It will never be the same ever. And I'm gonna start talking more about these things. You know what I'm saying? The next Sabbath talk is gonna be why why pushing this vaccine upon the people. What do they know that we don't know? I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save for the next Sabbath talk. Why are they pushing the vaccines on the people? What do they know that we don't know? They must know something. You know what I'm saying? They must know something. But what I do know is this fight for y'all. Don't think for 1 second that I'm doing this for any self gain. I'm in this fight for y'all. And even moving forward, when it starts getting hot, like I said before, like I'm looking for the real parents that's not afraid and not trying to hear all the stupidness that the news, the media, the government, anything that people are saying. I need those individuals around me. You know what I'm saying? When it's time, or like even now, like when I see my people, I don't get hesitant when I see them walk by when they don't have a mask on. I'm still giving a hug. Still, I'm not following no social distance. Not doing none of that. If God is putting his plague on the earth, it doesn't need to be televised. It was just gonna happen. And if you guys put your trust in a government or a man, that's a nation of you selling your soul. You sold your soul. You sold your soul because No man of God is going to listen to the opposition. Just not. I'm not. Why are you? You know what I'm saying? Neither here nor there. But like that, next week topic will be what is in these vaccines and why are they pushing it upon us? And if the vaccine is so good as they say they are, I don't think they would have gave it to us. Think about that. Think about that. The vaccine was really good and it was really trying to help the people. Why would they give? And I could, in the same breath, I could go outside and get a bacon, eggs, and cheese. I could go to a McDonald's, Wendy's, Popeyes, Burger King, all of this literally in a 3-mile radius. Have all this type of food to eat, but yet, and you guys know that this meat that you're giving us is not real. It's not organic. It's artificial. It's made in an artificial lab. It's made in a laboratory, and you're giving us these foods, and you gonna tell me that you guys are for y'all want us to be taken care of, that you guys have this vaccine for our best interest. Come on, I can't make a fuck. That's neither here nor there, man. Like I said, we're gonna talk about it next Sabbath talk. You know, we're gonna talk about it next Sabbath talk. But what's up, man? How my people is doing? You know, I'll, I'll offer y'all the comment and tell us on your minds, man. How my people doing, man? I hope y'all enjoying this beautiful Sabbath, man. You know, Sabbath is the day of rest. You know what I'm saying? Sit back, relax, unwind. You know what I'm saying? Listen to June speak on. You know what I'm saying? When it rhymes, it's because it was meant to go together. You know? So tell me, you know, tell me what's on y'all guys' minds, man. Oh, 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 and another I wanted to touch base on. Did you guys hear about a young man that killed his moms because she told him he needed to get a goddamn job? I don't think y'all heard what I said. A young man from Harlem, person of color, killed his moms because she said he needed to get a job. What has this world turned out to? What have we as people turned out to? What is that? Where do you even have it in your conscience, in your soul? And again, that young man sold his soul. He was on Satan's time. Satan is heartless. He got no soul. These demons got no soul. These demons look for vessels to dwell in. And look, this young man killed his mom. Yo, the jump was so crazy that they said it's get evaluated. We can't just lock him up like a criminal. We need to make sure and see if this man is crazy. You have to be psychologically corrupted to feel comfortable putting a gun to your mother and taking her life. You know what? This all is stupid ass drill music, these trash ass movies, these fake ass gangsters that you guys is running around thinking that these dudes is tough, these is soft. I'm telling you, they are soft. Now, granted, there is a few rappers that are really about that life, but those rappers never on the high scale because you know the machine can't kill them. If the machine can't kill you, it's only so far you can go. It's only so much amount of money you can make when the machine can't control you. That's why you see nowadays a lot of these rappers is children. Children that you can just look in their eyes, have no moral compass or no right from wrong. The only thing that they see is money, is green, it's getting to the bag. They don't have no moral values. So a lot of them running around these type of stupid ass, garbage ass music, garbage, and our children is listening to it, consciously absorbing all that negativity with all the frequencies that's playing along with that. That's literally turning our children into demon possessed people. You can't even look. Some of these children, when you see them, they got their hoodie over their head. They don't want to be seen. You understand? Their eyes is low, etc., etc. This is demon possessed individuals, man. I remember when we was young, man. Listen, look, I had my hair braided. You know what I'm saying? My farthest you see is with a do rag, man. You know what I'm saying? But I was out here. You know what I mean? There's no hoodies over. Like, this is a new trends now. Everybody want to be like the mellow hoodie. Put a hoodie, go outside, look all fugazi, stupid. You understand what I'm saying? But it's the music, the television, and the lack of understanding of God and who you are is the reason why you can find somebody could have it in heart to pull a gun, pull it to their mother that had him in her stomach for 9 months and you kill her because she said you got to get a goddamn job. She said, little nigga, that's all. When you have to be spoken of, when you're in age and you got to be spoken to like a child, you are no longer a man. You are no a king. You are a little nigga. And that's probably what she was. She was like, you dirty little nigga, you need to go get you a goddamn job. And he got mad. And he said, you know what? Talk to me like that again, ma. I'm gonna blow your head off. She said, sure. She said, you was a little nigga. You think you know how mothers be. Mothers be like, man, the same way I put you on this earth, the same way I take you out. All children heard that. And I'm talking about children of color. I don't know how the other, you know what I'm saying, other nations, like white people, and but I know in my household, and I know around my peers, and we all heard that. We all heard the same way I put you in this earth is the same way I'm gonna take you out. We all heard that. And look, now look, he heard that and felt threatened so fast and deliberately probably went called his friend or probably he had a gun feeling tough because he got it, and instead of using it on the ops, like the enemies, like the government, you want to use it on your biological mother. He was the biggest sucker of them all. I don't care. I don't know what they're gonna do to you in jail, but I know whatever you get, you deserve. And there's no repentance for that. And if you do, may the Most High have mercy on you. But if not, listen, fire and brimstone. And I'm on them gonna burn in the fire. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, honor than thy father, or the days on this earth will be shortened. A lot of brothers and sisters need to take heed to that. You need to honor your parents, man. Do not think it's okay to now listen, let me use me for example. See me? My mother be getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie. My mother knows how to say certain things to get on my nerves. And sometimes because me, the war in me, the man in me, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, mom, try to relax. But the level of respect I can never cross that line. When I was in the world and I was really running reckless and all that, maybe. But now with the understanding, I know that I know there's probably a spirit in you right now trying to get to me to make me feel some type of way so he could jump in me. So you know what I'm gonna do? Yo, ma, you got that. Matter of fact, I'm not even nothing. I'm gonna hold my peace. But I know that's my mom's. Listen, I would never want anything bad to happen to my mom. That's my everything. You understand? Everything. It's not my half, it's my everything. And a lot of you dudes, especially you young men, that's under these influences, smoking weed and all of that, thinking it's okay to be disrespectful to your mom, bro. You is bugging. And a lot of you young boys that's disrespectful like that are disrespectful because the father's not around. Cause I know, and either me and my children's mother don't see eye to eye, son would never be disrespectful. I could let his moms cannot call me and be like, yo, he felt like you. And a lot of men, this is what happens when you're not in these children's lives. These women defenseless to raise men. Women can't raise a man. Women can nourish a child. She can't raise him. It's a big difference. A woman can nourish a child. She can give him support. She can give that comfort that he needs to get to that next level. Or if he's dealing with something, her voice could be that shit. But to raise a child, raise, they need a man in that household. They need a man in that household. Because when that boy gets 16, 17, mama can't tell him nothing. Listen, my mom didn't tell me nothing. But I know if my pop was alive, it would have been a different situation. He would have checked me. So, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you see it the first time, check it right there and there. You check it. So you let them know, like, nah, we ain't doing that. You always got to install that fear. Mothers, on the other, mothers be like, my son is becoming a man. She becomes less aggressive. It's just subconscious because women are the weaker vessels. They don't even know that. They just do that. It just automatically happens because as a man, you're now in a position to be a leader. She's automatically in submission. Even though she's automatically in submission. That's a fact. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention. If you think I'm lying, this is for the men. Think about it. When you was young, you know, your mother's on your head, yelling at you, boom, boom, boom. By the time you're like 50, seeing your mother yelling, it really doesn't have no type of effect on you. You do it out of respect because that's your mom's, but it really doesn't have no effect on you. Sometimes you just disregard it, whatever. But when there's a man in there, and the father comes and he talk that talk, ready to yoke you up, like, boy, I will break your neck. That's how I talk to my son. But boy, I was like, don't think because you getting tall and you know what I'm saying, you put in a little, you know what I'm saying, putting a little size on you. That don't mean nothing. I'm like, your father box. I get it in. I will break you in half. I will break you in half. That's a fact. Because like I said, there comes a time where the male presence will be needed. And it's always needed in those teenage years when they 15, 16, 17, 18, when they making they transition into this quote unquote lifestyle of adulthood. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm a man. I'm a grown ass man, Dad. Yeah, you grown, all right. But I'm gonna guide you in a proper way. You're not just gonna feel like you're gonna do whatever you want to do. Not around me. You understand? And even with my son, I tell him, I'm like, yo, I be giving you a lot of mercy, bro. I be giving you a lot of mercy, but don't think for 1 second I can't beat the brakes off you behind. Because now when you see in my eyes, when you reach a certain age, I'm not gonna beat you like I'm gonna beat a child. I'm gonna beat you like you somebody in the streets because now you are operating because the energy that you're gonna bring that energy like someone in the streets. You're not gonna bring that energy of a child. Like, Daddy, I'm sorry, mommy, this or that. You're gonna operate like what? Yeah, all right, cool. We gonna see. And when that light get turned on and my eyes get red, Don't say I didn't warn you. And my son know. He be like, yo, leave my daddy alone. I don't even want to play with that. Don't play with it. I do all the work out in the world. Don't think because I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got all the time and all the energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mix my drinks and none of that. I drink a cup of Henny and keep it simple. You understand me? I got all the time in the world for you, young man. You know what I'm saying? I even tell that to my daughter. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the sister. You know what I'm saying? May the Most High have mercy on you. You know what I'm saying? You know, the scripture says when somebody was murdered, you know what I'm saying, you don't go into the bosom, you just you go into a place of confinement where, you know what I'm saying, when the day come, you know what I'm saying, man, like I said, may the Most High have mercy on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk too much biblical stuff, and a lot of y'all is, you know what I'm saying, unlearned and don't understand. But nah, you know. But the Sabbath talk is about to end, man. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all a full hour. Um, let me get off this. Let me get off on the podcast. Shout out to all those that's tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Sabbath talk. Every Saturday 4 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I know I was long winded. I wouldn't say I was long winded. You know what I'm saying? We were just talking that talk, walking that walk. You know what I'm saying? Kings of New York. I'm talking about. But I hope y'all got a blessed one. Stay tuned for next week. Next week topic will be, you know, what's in these vaccines and why are they forcing it upon us? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all have a blessed one and enjoy yourselves. All right? One. So yeah, man. I had to close the podcast. But this live, this is my joint right here, man. But a lot of brothers and sisters need to just wake up, man. Stop playing around. Stop being dumbfounded. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on in this world that brothers and sisters need to really, really understand the times that we in, man. We are in perilous times, man. This is Second Timothy chapter 3. If anybody get a chance, read that and look at that. And in the beginning of that chapter, it says, just know in the end times, when in the end of days, the perilous times will happen. These are the perilous times. We in the end times. This is it. This is it right here, right now. This is it right here, right now. Everything is completely bad around us. Everything. Everything. The music is bad. The food we eat we bad. Our friendships is bad. Relationships is bad. Everything is at an all-time high of being bad. And if we have no moral ground or no foundation of the Most High, that badness will make its way into your life and it will destroy you. It almost destroyed me. It almost destroyed what I was trying to build. But praise the Most High, he always finds a way. He always finds a way. He always removes me from certain situations, certain people, organizations. No matter what it is, he always preserves me. And that's why I always give thanks and praise the Most High. And we as a people, as a nation, must understand that. We gotta understand that. We gotta understand that because if we don't do these things now, brothers and sisters, we don't operate right now and do the right thing right now, we're gonna be destroyed with the wrath and the destruction of this earth. These people is out here trying to kill us. The Georgia Guidestone says that they want to depopulate the earth, not America, the earth, to only 500 million people. And I'm not even going to get into that. I'm going to save that for next week. Think about that, brothers and sisters. That's something that brothers and sisters really need to take heed, pay attention to, and ask yourself, why? Why and why now? What do they know that we don't know? What? So with that being said, brothers and sisters, man, it's another episode of Sabbath Talk. It's your boy, Junes, coming to you live with this news, doing what it do, moving how I'm supposed to move. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep this Sabbath day holy. It's about to be nighttime. I'm about to, make some moves, go to my crib. You know what I'm saying? Rock out with my children. Got a big day tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Something special for my daughter. And, you know, just stay true, stay vigilant, stay militant. And always remember, brothers and sisters, love is the key to open all doors. Love. Sin. L for love, L for the Levi's. It's your boy Jones. I'm holla at y'all. Wow.